No, I'm glad that I did. I found it actually from another realtor. He had been talking about it in a group that I was in. So I called you and you came out and it was great. It is a great service for somebody who is looking to get a home ready for top dollar. There is no money paid out up front, so everything is realized at the actual sales table. You'll be paid, and it's just a nice way for them to be able to get this done. A lot of older homes, people don't have the money to put into it to update baths or to update a kitchen, and this is a way that they can get that done. And again, they're paid at the closing table, so it's not money that's out of their pocket up front. I made the phone call and you called me back. We set up a time for you to come over. You brought a cameraman with you, went through the whole house. We had a nice chat about what we were looking to do with the house. Your cameraman went through and did the Matterport tour of the entire house. You came back to the office and spoke to somebody magic who had great ideas for what we could do with the house. And then we had a Zoom call. Because of the pandemic, we had a Zoom conversation about what would happen with the house, which was great. My husband was able to be in on that also. So we really got a nice sense of what you were thinking could work for it and what we wanted to have done with it.
We wanted to get the best value for the house, and we didn't quite know how much it was going to be. It's a great responsibility. You know, my sister and I, we had a great concern as to being able to get the most value for the house as possible. That's a responsibility of the executor. It's kind of like being a CEO. And it wasn't just myself that felt the pressure, it was my wife. If you turn around and just say, well, yep, we'll just get rid of it the way it is, you could lose a substantial amount that you have to, and your family could lose out in a substantial amount.
You looked at the whole picture, which is such a big thing. You want a house to flow. So if you have different vendors and to do different rooms, it's not going to flow as well. And when you have one company come in and they have a vision and they're going to go through the whole thing, that makes a huge, huge difference. This house was actually a family home. My husband is the executor of the estate. So we did actually considerable amount of work. We redid 2 bathrooms. We redid the room that we're in, which is a 36-foot by 12-foot sunroom, which this room they actually did a huge amount of work. They did the walls, they did the baseboards, they did the trim, the paint, did a lot of work in this room, and it's gorgeous. It took 3 short weeks, which just amazed me. Rob, the project manager, was very aware of resale value, and you can easily go overboard with the renovation. When you're doing it to sell a property, you need to make sure that you stay within your budget so that you will be profitable when you sell it. And he was very, very good with being aware of that and keeping me aware of it. People nowadays, investors are buying a lot of the properties and flipping it themselves. This is basically flipping your own property. So you already own it, you already have the equity in it. You bring in a company like Renoveo that's going to take care of doing the work for you, and then it can go on the market at a much higher value.
It was really important for me personally to be able to bring closure. It always broke my heart to see the condition of the house. And I didn't have the ability at the time, to do the things that needed to be done. And doing this brought me back to, the original beauty of the house. I'm so shocked at how things came out, like when you walked in the house and said, wow, this is beautiful. At least I can turn around and say, and my sister feels this way and my wife feels this way too, that, we're making our parents proud, so.